So I thought it'd be nice on this YouTube channel to share with you some of what I would class as neglected composers. Composers I feel don't have the respect they maybe deserve, both then and now, some of these composers. So the composer I want to talk about in this video is Gerald Finzi, born in 1901 and died in 1956. I first came into contact with his music in my late teens, and then in my early 20s my teacher was a big fan of these British pastoral composers, and his music certainly echoes the landscape around us. It's very, very beautiful. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in the description a link of the music on YouTube so that you can just go dive off and explore this music and hopefully enjoy it as much as I do. It means a lot to me, this music, which I'll share with you in a moment for various reasons. I'll also put a link to a website called immslp.org, which is a website which has sheet music, which is out of copyright, and there are a few Finzi scores on there if you want to have a look. But most of Finzi's music is published by Boosey Hawkes. And this is the first piece for me, Gerald Finzi's piece for piano and strings called Eclogue. I first came into contact with this piece, as I say, as a young man, and I was just blown away. It's for strings. This is a piano reduction that you can get from Boosey Hawkes. It's a kind of a special order, but you can get it. And here is the version for, which you can see there, for piano and strings. It's a beautiful piece. It was going to be a piano concerto, I think, as far as we believe, but Finzi never finished it, so it stands alone as this opus 10, this one movement called Eclogue. Boosey Hawkes did a lovely book of British piano music featuring Britton Elgar, even the Scottish composer James Macmillan, and various other composers. And there's a lovely arrangement in here of the 5 Bagatelles for clarinet, which I'll talk about in a minute, but also there's a gorgeous arrangement here of Eclogue as well, which really captures the piece beautifully. Whoever's done that has done a fabulous job. So there's the piano piece that really got me in the first instance. There's a number of concertos, pieces for instrument and orchestra. So a concerto is violin concerto, is violin and orchestra. There's the Violin Concerto, stunning work. The Cello Concerto, the slow movement, is one of the most sublime things in all of music. I highly recommend it. We also have the Clarinet Concerto. If you're a clarinet player, you'll be familiar with this work, as you will be familiar with the 5 Bagatelles, normally for solo piano and clarinet, but this there's also an arrangement here, which was done by somebody. There's lots of other little incidental kind of orchestral pieces, and this one's sublime. This is the Prelude for string orchestra, absolutely beautiful. There's Lo, the Full Final Sacrifice, which is a piece for choir. There's a number of choir pieces, so I'll say that again. Lo, the Full Final Sacrifice, a stunning piece of music. And then Intimations of Immortality, an absolutely sublime piece of music. So there's a lot of choral music. There's quite a number of songs as well. The record label Naxos have done a number of good releases on CD if you're old-fashioned and if you like CDs. But I will finish finally with probably one of my favourite pieces is De Natalis by Finzi. It is a desert island disc for me. There's different versions I like for different moods. You can't just have one version, I don't think. And so this is generally I like the one when it's done generally it's done with tenor, the singer, and the string orchestra, and it's beautiful. The text setting that he uses is absolutely sublime. When my son was little, he was born and then he had jaundice, so we had to go into hospital for a few days to sit under the sun lamp. And I had this on my iPod, and it was the only music that would ease his suffering and calm his tears and crying. And I'll leave you with the opening words of this. Will you see the infancy of the sublime celestial greatness? I was a stranger, which in my entrance into the world was saluted and surrounded with innumerable joys. I'll leave all the links below. Please tell me what you think of some of this music.